Caitlin Clark told she could be game-changer in WNBA players' CBA battle. As WNBA players continue to push for greater pay through a new collective bargaining agreement, one former MLB higher-up argued they wouldn't get far without the help of Caitlin Clark. Last October, the Women's National Basketball Players Association, WNBA, voted to pull out of the current CBA agreement. The Players' Union and WNBA have until October 31st to reach an agreement on a new CBA, with athletes already threatening a work stoppage should their terms not be met. Amid growing public complaints about player salaries, WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert asserted in April that negotiations would take place behind closed doors, not in the public eye. Ahead of the Las Vegas Aces' dominant 89-81 victory over the Indiana Fever last week, Sophie Cunningham demanded that WNBA players receive a new CBA that reflects our true value, while reading from a pre-written statement. On behalf of my teammates and every member of our union, I want to be very clear that we remain committed to renegotiating the next CBA with the league and teams in good faith and privately, but we do want to set the record straight, Cunningham said. Not for the headlines, but for the fans who support us and deserve transparency for what's at stake. This is a defining moment in the WNBA. As the league grows, it's time for the CBA that reflects our true value. We are fighting for a fair share of the business that we built because it is a business. We are not fighting for anything that is unreasonable. According to Meadowlark Media sports business analyst and ex-Miami Marlins president David Sampson, Cunningham was not the right person to voice the WNBA's wishes. In his eyes, their demands for higher pay will only be heard if they come from Clark. We will find out right now who's got the power with the WNBA, he said. I could easily argue that the only person who should be talking about WNBA stuff on behalf of players is Caitlin Clark. I could make an easy argument that the WNBA Players Association ought to be telling all of them to stay quiet. And then when we have something to say from Caitlin, that will be what is meaningful because that will gain public sympathy, public approval. And above that, it may even sway owners. Given how much attention Clark has brought to the WNBA, Sampson questioned why the WNBA hadn't already approached her about advocating for an increase in salaries. With Caitlin Clark as the needle mover and the person most responsible for the WNBA to be in the position it's been, you would think that the WNBA players in the union would reach out to Clark and say, "We need your help here," he added. "If you could just release a statement, or if you could do one thing in order to show that you want for your teammates better than what they have, we'd really appreciate that, Caitlin."